All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 3 final rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing our first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins, 6 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs already 77.56 kilograms. Representing Open Fight and fighting out of Paris, France. Give it up for Tahar Fast Hands Habdi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 10 wins and 2 losses. Representing Kingdom Fighters MMA team and fighting out of Amman, Jordan. Give it up for the Jordanian Lion, Jarrah Al Silawi. For fighter instructions, referee Nakia Melody.
And here we go. It's goosebumps time. This one is huge. Al Silawi and Habdi winner takes on Carlston Harris, our welterweight champion.
Cyrus is a sports official records keeper. I watch beforehand every single fight being made in this sport. This is the one I am most excited about this month by quite a bit.
In the white is Tahar Habdi, fast hands, and the Jordanian Lion in the black with the white trim. Al Silawi got that the old school bad boy gear going on there.
Al Silawi is rocking my favorite fight shorts in the history of mixed martial arts.
Tahar Habdi, we've talked about him so much, and what an interesting character he truly is. And you talked about it before. You know, the guy is literally the accountant, like the movie. I mean, he is an accountant. He's a wealth manager by day. Yet he still likes to get inside of a cage and punch people in the face and get punched in the face, train, fight, all that good stuff. And we sure are glad that he likes to, because it's a lot of fun to watch him. And a beautiful takedown by the Jordanian Lion. He strikes first.
Fast hands, though, manages to get to his knee and a hand.
A very savvy fighter is Habdi. But I'll tell you, straight up strength and power-wise, the Jordanian Lion in a big way has the advantage.
I have to agree with you on that one, Cyrus. For sheer physical ability, it's almost impossible to top the Jordanian Lion. I'd be very cool, relaxed.
When you take a look at the numbers for Jarrah Al Silawi, who's in a dominant position right now, it's wins over David Baer. It's wins over Carl Booth, Daniel Scatizzi, Eric Carlson, Rami Hamid, and the list goes on and on. An incredible streak.
Adding a little bit to that, the Bear is a teammate of Tahar Habdi, so he's trying to get a little revenge.
Trying to avenge the loss of his teammate. You're absolutely right. And then you look at Habdi, the win over Fakhreddin, over Yuki Sasaki, Yoichiro Sato, Rustam Bogatev. I mean, it's incredible.
Now Fast Hands was doing what he wanted to do, which is get some room and strike.
Of course, we remember the animosity that was between Fakhreddin and Habdi. I mean, it was absolutely explosive. But these two right here, they don't necessarily really like each other either. You saw them at the weigh-ins. They were in each other's face, and there's Silawi with a big right hand. He has mega power. Doesn't matter who you are. Nice combination, finishing up with a high kick that grazes the chest. Up and down goes Tahar Habdi. Love the strategy for Al Silawi, not letting Habdi get those jabs started and get those fast hands moving. It's all about disrupting your opponent, and I think Silawi's doing a good job of that.
In any other fight, if I was Tahar Habdi's corner, I'd be worried because he is taking some shots. But this is one of those truly rare fighters that only likes the sport better when it hurts. Getting hit square in the head only fires him up and brings him up to an even higher level of play.
Looking for a big uppercut there is Al Silawi. Tahar Habdi staying aggressive.
Another thing about Habdi's strikes from the outside, they don't necessarily look that hard, but they hit with an incredible snap. You can already see the Jordanian Lion bleeding through one side of his nose.
Well, we saw it in the Fakhreddin fight. We knew Habdi could hit. We didn't know he could hit that hard. A great finish over a very tough Mohamed Fakhreddin.
Fast Hand's doing an excellent job of keeping this game where he wants to, which is at punching distance.
Jakarta, Indonesia. Brave 12 and a big right hand for Habdi. That one caught the jaw of Al Silawi.
Big props to Al Silawi for not trying to tie up his opponent.
Nice right hand by Al Silawi. Both fighters trading nice blows to the head. Now mixing in the body knees is Tahar Habdi, and that will be it for round number 1, and a takedown at the bell.
Excellent round for both fighters. I'm glad I'm not a judge right now.
No, that's a really hard one to call. Both men had flashes of brilliance.
Both corners must have seen things that they liked, and they're just going to be asking for a little more of it. My guess is Jarrah's corner may want him to close, try and get top, because he may not be winning those striking exchanges, but he is landing big, big shots of his own. Habdi declining to sit down on the stool shows his extreme level of conditioning. It's a fighter who can easily go 5 rounds.
You know, Kirik, we still got one more to go after this, if you can believe it. The return of Eldar Eldarov to the Brave cage. Brian Huey, Eldar Eldarov in our main event. Still one more fight after this one.
Huge respect to Jarrah too. He could have waited, taken the title shot. He wanted to stay busy, and he's busy right now. That was the advice from his corner. They said, do not stand and trade with this guy. He's trying to take it to the ground. He may not have a choice about standing and trading.
Al Silawi telegraphed that one. Habdi was ready for it. Both of these welterweights hit very hard.
Al Silawi clearly got marching orders to try and take it down to the mat. Wasn't successful. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a return to a striking battle now. I want to emphasize, Tahar gets hit a lot, but he just seems to like it.
Never seems too shaken. You're absolutely right. I'd be walking down Al Silawi. Nice right hook.
Beautiful little sideways movement from Tahar Habdi.
Hitting all the angles.
Refusing to stand straight in front of his opponent, slipping side to side, then attacking with fast hands.
Charging right down the middle, though, is Al Silawi. He's taken out a number of opponents that way.
Question mark kick could have caused decapitation right there. Ooh.
Right hand right to the jaw of Al Silawi, the Jordanian Lion, on the bad side of some big punches. Big kick to the body. Punch to the body just misses for Al Silawi. He's having a hard time catching up here to Habdi. Habdi just a little bit too quick. Great lateral movement.
Habdi just is doing, this is art. This distance management is art. He's staying way, way, way less than an inch out of where he needs to, maybe a third of an inch, and then he slips to the side. Very smart attempt to thwart that sideways movement with a high kick.
Well, he telegraphed it. Habdi defended it well, but kind of slipped up as he tried to get to his feet.
Habdi's clearly been practicing his takedown defense.
And both men are going to need that, taking on a guy like Carlston Harris. I can promise you that. Carlston Harris with fantastic takedowns in Brazil. Big left hand. Wobbles Tahar Habdi for a moment. Habdi waking back up.
Habdi, as usual, shows all the facial expression of a guy working on accounting. Completely calm, composed fighter.
He kind of has that dead stare coming at you. Inside leg kick by Jarrah Al Silawi.
Interesting. Jarrah now using some circular movement of his own. Makes it a lot harder for his opponent to try and land those shots.
Coming at him full force is Tahar Habdi. He has never really backed up this entire fight. He's found a way to come forward for the most part. 25 seconds left in this welterweight matchup, this title eliminator. Nice punch to the body by Habdi, and the seconds are ticking away.
Cyrus, once again, I am delighted that I am not judging this fight tonight.
It's a tight one, to say the least. Very, very close fight here.
Habdi once again showing his supreme conditioning by staying standing. A replay shows some of the incredible striking exchanges in this fight. That question mark could have ended it.
Yeah, very, very back and forth here. Both fighters have their moments. I think maybe Habdi a little bit more. Seemed like he came forward an awful lot.
I would call it 10-9 for Habdi myself, but I wouldn't argue with any judge who saw it the other way.
Co-main event here of Brave Combat Federation number 12, KHK Legacy. And speaking of KHK Legacy, just standing outside of the cage are two leaders, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and of course, Mohammed Shahid, our CEO of Brave. So they got a front row seat. They got about as close as you can get right there outside the cage. You got to appreciate that. They absolutely love this sport.
Referee's got the best seat in the house, but they definitely have number 2 and number 3.
No doubt. Ooh, a right hand on the money.
Monster hip toss attempt was thwarted once again. Habdi actually had luck with that little leg trip. Tried it once more, but was thwarted himself. And Habdi wisely separates. Goes back to what he likes to do best. Get hit and hit.
Straight to the body for the Jordanian Lion. A big swing and a miss.
Very cool attacks from the Jordanian Lion. The body shot, the low kick, now a straight punch, and he's going to do something else unusual. I think he got interesting corner advice. He's told to strike at unorthodox angles, and there you see it, the uppercut and the hook.
And it's working. It absolutely is. Al Silawi is feeling himself here.
It's incredible to watch fights change, ebb and forth, back each from round to round based on advice they've gotten in their corner. The Jordanian Lion has been told to throw unorthodox attacks, and it does seem to be working.
Short little uppercut sneaking through there for Al Silawi.
Exchanging those 1-2s wasn't going his way, but now the uppercut, the low kick. Maybe he's going to spin soon.
What a great fight. These two giving each other all they can handle. 3 minutes left in this bout.
Fights can be strategic and a little boring. Fights can be crazy and exciting, but sloppy like a brawl. This is a beautiful, perfect balance between those two.
Just waiting for that tide to turn, waiting for that big shot. Nice knee there by Tahar Habdi. Faking Silawi like he was going to go to the head and using that knee.
This distance management is a thing of beauty. It's a work of art.
It really is.
Pulling his opponent off, slipping to the side.
Oh, and a big, almost like a back fist that he threw at Habdi. And like you said, it's unorthodox movements. It's unorthodox strikes. Just trying to kill that rhythm, just trying to kill that swag there of Tahar Habdi.
His corner clearly told him, don't go 1-2 for 1-2. You're going to lose that. Go for 8-9, 7, 43, 169.
Up against the fence, using that clinch, and unless you actually train in this sport, you never know how bad that clinch can be.
I get so close that one takedown by Jarrah could ice it.
Yeah, Habdi has fallen off a little bit. He's definitely not moving the same way that he was, taking a little bit more damage. Or perhaps just Silawi has figured him out.
Silawi found an answer to that 1-2, and it's numbers that aren't 1 and 2.
Right down
sometimes
the middle.
it is.
Indeed. Kind of feel it in the air that something big could happen here in this last minute between these two. Big right hand there by Habdi. Now he is getting back into his zone, setting it up with a 1-2. Completely switching roles right now as Habdi and Al Silawi.
The ebb and flow in this fight has been fascinating to watch. The edge slipping from one fighter to the other. Right now, clearly the Jordanian Lion.
It's going to be interesting if this thing does indeed go to the decision, how they will judge it.
Habdi thought he was perhaps poked in the eye. Referee didn't see it.
Beautiful spinning kick. Landed on the money to the body. Final moments, and we will tally up those scores. And there it is. What a fight.
What a fantastic fight by these two. First 2 rounds, there was some ambiguity. Third round was all the Jordanian Lion.
Oh, believe that. Take a look at that replay, and you can see exactly how it happened. Elder Roth and Hui main event still coming up next. after we get our official decision on the way. Now currently waiting for Carlos Kramer to get those scores together for us. Taking a look at the replay, exactly how it went down as Al Silawi operated really well there. You see the big kick that smashes the arm of Tahar Habdi. Didn't quite get all of it, but some creative striking there by the Lion. The question is round 1 and 2, and I'm really not too sure, Kerry.
Mixed martial arts scoring is a little bit of an unusual thing in that it's not who won the fight overall, it's who won 2 out of 3 rounds.
No doubt. Well, let's send it up to Carlos Kramer. I believe he has the official decision. Let's see who takes home this victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible co-main event that was. Put your hands together for these incredible athletes, leaving it all in the cage. After 3 fantastic rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the same way. For your winner, by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, the Jordanian Lion, Jarrah Al Silawi.
Well, how about that? Credit where credit is due. We have a new #1 contender, Carlston Harris. Jarrah Al Silawi, that sounds like a fight I want to see.
We have a new #1 contender for the title, and we also now know who the best welterweight in the Middle East is. We're looking at him. His arms are overhead. His name is Jarrah Al Silawi, and they call him the Jordanian Lion. That's the best welterweight in the Middle East.
There's a lot of people in Jordan right now standing up and cheering for that man. We remember the response that he had while we were in Amman, and it was absolutely insane.
Huge credit to Tahar Habdi, to Fast Hands, for giving us the other half of such a great fight.